In modern warfare, the threat from the sky is constant and honestly terrifyingly fast. Ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and even simple rockets can travel at incredible speeds, delivering destruction within minutes. To counter this, nations have developed sophisticated missile defense systems, which act like a protective shield. The core job of these systems is to detect an incoming threat, track its path, and then launch a special missile, called an interceptor, to destroy it long before it reaches its target on the ground. This sounds simple, but it is actually one of the most complex challenges in military technology, essentially requiring one speeding bullet to hit another. An effective missile defense system relies on a few key components working in perfect harmony. First, it needs powerful radar and satellite sensors to spot a launch as soon as it happens. These eyes must be able to see hundreds or even thousands of kilometers away. Once a threat is detected, advanced computers calculate its speed, altitude, and trajectory to predict exactly where it will land. This information is then relayed to a launch crew, who fire an interceptor. The interceptor itself is a marvel of engineering, guided by its own sensors to make tiny adjustments in its flight path to ensure a direct hit on the incoming missile, which is often a far more complex target than, say, a fighter jet. The ultimate measure of a missile defense system is its ability to handle different types of threats at the same time. Adversaries rarely launch just one missile. They often fire them in large numbers, a tactic known as a saturation attack, hoping to overwhelm the defender's ability to respond. A truly great system, therefore, must not only be accurate but also fast enough to engage multiple targets simultaneously. It needs enough interceptors ready to fire and a command and control network that can manage the entire battle without getting confused. This combination of detection, tracking, interception, and the capacity to handle mass attacks is what separates the best systems from the rest. This complex technological dance is critical for national survival, especially for a country like Israel, which is geographically small and surrounded by potential adversaries. For decades, the threat of missile attacks has been a central part of its security planning. As a result, Israel has invested enormous resources and ingenuity into creating a defensive shield that is not just theoretical but has been proven time and again in real combat. This relentless focus on real-world performance has pushed its technology to the forefront, creating a system that many experts now consider to be the most advanced and battle-tested on the planet as of today, June 18, 2025. Israel's approach to missile defense is not about a single wonder weapon, but a system of systems with multiple layers, each designed to handle a specific type of threat. This integrated, multi-layered architecture is the secret to its success. The lowest and most famous layer is the Iron Dome. It is designed to shoot down short-range rockets and artillery shells, the kind that have been fired into Israeli towns for years. With a range of up to 70 kilometers, its job is to protect civilian population centers from constant, low-level harassment. Since becoming operational in 2011, the Iron Dome has become a household name, demonstrating an impressive ability to intercept small, fast-moving projectiles with remarkable precision. Moving up the ladder, the next layer of defense is David's Sling. This system fills a crucial gap between the short-range Iron Dome and the long-range Arrow systems. David's Sling is tasked with intercepting medium-range threats, such as faster ballistic missiles and cruise missiles that fly at lower altitudes, with a range of up to 200 kilometers. It acts as a vital middle guard, protecting the country from more sophisticated weapons that could overwhelm the Iron Dome. By having this dedicated mid-tier system, Israel ensures that its defenses are not easily bypassed by an enemy using a mix of different missile types in a coordinated attack. The highest and most powerful tier of Israel's shield is the Arrow system, which is itself divided into two parts, Arrow 2 and Arrow 3. This system is designed to stop long-range ballistic missiles, the most dangerous strategic threat. Arrow 2 works within the Earth's upper atmosphere, intercepting missiles at high altitudes of around 50 kilometers. Arrow 3 is even more advanced, capable of destroying threats outside the atmosphere, in the vacuum of space. This exo-atmospheric capability, which can reach targets up to 2,400 kilometers away, puts Israel in an elite club of nations with the ability to shoot down missiles in space long before they even begin their descent toward their target. The true genius of this structure is how these layers work together. An incoming missile barrage is analyzed by a central command network, which assigns the right interceptor for each specific threat. A short-range rocket is handled by Iron Dome, while a long-range ballistic missile is targeted by Arrow 3 in space, and then potentially by Arrow 2 if it gets through the first line of defense. This integrated network, heavily supported by United States technology and funding, creates a deep, resilient, and overlapping shield. It forces an attacker to try to penetrate multiple independent layers of defense, drastically increasing the chances that the incoming threat will be neutralized. The ultimate test of any weapon system is not on the training ground, but in the heat of actual combat. For Israel's multi-layered defense shield, that definitive test came in mid-June 2025. Following Israeli strikes on Iranian nuclear and missile facilities, Iran retaliated by launching an unprecedented barrage against Israel. Approximately 370 ballistic missiles, along with numerous cruise missiles and drones, were fired at major Israeli cities in a massive, coordinated assault. This was not a small-scale skirmish. It was a high-intensity conflict designed to saturate and overwhelm Israel's defenses, providing the world with a clear, real-time demonstration of the system's capabilities under extreme pressure. In the face of this massive attack, Israel's defensive umbrella, bolstered by United States assets like the Patriot and THAAD systems, performed with remarkable effectiveness. Official reports indicate that the combined defensive effort achieved an 80 to 90% success rate, intercepting the vast majority of the incoming threats. The Arrow 3 system engaged Iranian ballistic missiles in space, while David's Sling and Iron Dome dealt with lower-altitude cruise missiles and other projectiles. This real-world performance against a diverse and high-volume attack confirmed that Israel's system is not just technologically advanced in theory, but incredibly resilient in practice, saving countless lives and preventing catastrophic damage across the country. However, the conflict also revealed that no system is perfect. Despite the high interception rate, some Iranian missiles did penetrate the shield. The Iranian Revolutionary Guards claimed to have employed new tactics designed to confuse the defense network, allowing some missiles to get through. These successful strikes resulted in significant damage in some areas and tragically killed 24 Israeli civilians. This outcome serves as a sobering reminder that even the world's best defense system can be breached. It highlights the constant cat-and-mouse game between offensive missile technology and defensive capabilities, where attackers are always developing new ways to find weaknesses. The conflict underscored the importance of international partnerships. The United States played a crucial role, not only by providing financial and technological support for the development of the systems, but also by actively participating in the defense. United States Navy destroyers in the region, along with deployed Patriot and THAAD batteries, worked in tandem with Israeli forces to track and destroy incoming threats. This collaboration created an even more robust and deeper defensive network. The American systems, which are also considered top-tier globally, seamlessly integrated with Israel's, demonstrating a powerful combined front that was essential in managing the sheer scale of the Iranian assault. The undeniable strength of Israel's missile defense lies in its battle-proven effectiveness and its layered design. Unlike systems that have only been tested in controlled environments, Israel's shield has been repeatedly tested against real-world attacks of varying intensity, culminating in the massive barrage of June 2025. This history of combat success gives it a level of credibility that is, honestly, unmatched. The multi-layered approach, where each system is specialized for a particular threat, ensures there are few, if any, gaps in its defensive coverage. This structure creates redundancy. If one layer fails or is overwhelmed, another is ready to engage, making the entire network incredibly resilient and difficult to defeat with a simple attack strategy. However, the system is not without significant limitations, with cost being one of the most pressing. The interceptor missiles, especially for the Arrow system, are extraordinarily expensive and complex to manufacture. A single Arrow 3 interceptor can cost millions of dollars. During the intense conflict with Iran, reports emerged that Israel was running through its stockpile of these crucial interceptors at an alarming rate. An expert from the Center for Strategic and International Studies noted that a strategy of endless interception is not economically sustainable in the long run. An adversary can launch many relatively cheap offensive missiles to drain a defender's limited supply of expensive interceptors. Another major challenge is the threat of saturation. While the system handled the June 2025 attack remarkably well, a larger or more sophisticated assault could potentially overwhelm it. Iran possesses over 3,000 ballistic missiles and is continuously developing new technologies, including what it claims is a hypersonic missile, the Fateh-1, designed to evade existing defenses. If an adversary were to launch an even greater number of missiles simultaneously from multiple directions, it could exceed the system's capacity to track and engage all threats at once. This vulnerability to being swamped is a fundamental challenge for all missile defense systems, not just Israel's. In conclusion, when asking if Israel's missile defense is the best in the world, the evidence as of today strongly suggests that it is. Its high success rate, proven in the most intense missile conflict of the modern era, sets it apart. The intelligent, multi-layered design, integrated with powerful United States systems, provides a comprehensive shield that no other nation can currently claim to match in real-world performance. However, its perfection is a myth. The system has clear limits related to cost, the finite supply of interceptors, and the ever-present threat of saturation. While it stands today as the world's premier missile shield, the events of June 2025 were also a stark reminder that in the race between offense and defense there is no permanent winner and no impenetrable fortress.